So you're thinking about buying or investing in real estate in Lebanon, Maine? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you through the downtown area to show you what it looks like. It really consists of Route 202. There isn't much of a downtown area, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to take you into some of the other neighborhoods like off of Route 202 to give you an idea of what it looks like out there so you can get a general feeling for Lebanon. And then I'll take a drone way up in the air and give you an aerial shot of the area. And I'm going to get after it right now. Hey guys, my name is Michael and my partner is Margaret, and if you're new to our channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Southern Maine, then click subscribe and tap the bell so that you'll be the first to know about the current market in Southern Maine. Okay guys, there's the sign entering Lebanon from Sanford, Maine. We're coming from Sanford, and this is Main Street. There's the Coles Mine RV Resort right there, campground. And I'm just going to pan the camera left and right to give you an idea of what Lebanon looks like. And I'm not going to go all the way to Rochester because it would be a lot. But this is pretty much Lebanon, downtown Lebanon. You know, there's no sidewalks. You're not going to get that cute little downtown area like you will in Ogunquit or, you know, Kennebunkport. You know, even Sanford has a nice downtown area. You know, Lebanon grew up along Route 202, and there's lots of, you know, great businesses along here. But central downtown area with sidewalks, there are no sidewalks in Lebanon. So why do people come to Lebanon? Well, you know, they come for a few reasons. I would say, number one, you know, they want their privacy. They want land, affordable housing, lowerish taxes. And, you know, that's pretty much why they come here. Or to start a business, you know. And there's a lot of traffic, tremendous amount of traffic on 202. And so, you know, this is a great place to save some money and start a company. That's Trains right there. That's a bar and a restaurant, pizza, things like that. And there's your 4x4 proving grounds right there if you want to take your 4x4 out. And Dunkin' Donuts on the right. And coming up is, I guess, the center of downtown Lebanon. On the left there, that white building, that's the post office. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to the other side of this light as soon as it turns green. There we go. And we'll just keep on our way. So if you live in downtown, or if you live in Lebanon, excuse me, there's the Dollar General right there. And there is a, you know, just buy plants and things like that. And another store on the right. And coming up is a restaurant up here on the right. I've dined there. It's good. You know, there's like 3 restaurants in Lebanon that I'm aware of. Again, you know, feel free to make comments. Trains Tavern, which we passed, Darlene's Pizza, and the Hen House Cafe. So this is Power Sports up here on the right. And I'll list some of the businesses, you know, boats, side-by-sides, 4x4s, you know, trailer sales. So yeah, there's 3 campgrounds: Coles Mine, I mentioned, Lazy Frog Campground, and Potter's Place RV Park. The Dollar General, Northeast Motorsports, which we passed, Bowser's, which we're coming up to. There's self-storage businesses. You saw the used auto sale places, Southern Maine Tool and Equipment Rental. There's a tractor dealer a little bit further down. There are filling stations. You're going to find Airstream campers right in Lebanon. So if you want to go look at, you know, I drove by the other day, there was dozens and dozens of them. Airstream campers, you know, high-end camping. You can check them out here in Lebanon, closer to Rochester. There are building supply stores, you know, that you can get some of your supplies without heading over to the neighbor stores for, you know, whatever you'd get at a big box hardware store like Lowe's or Home Depot. And they're, oh, okay. So this is Bowser's. This is where I'm going to turn around. I think I've shown you enough of 202. This is Bowser's is where you board your animal if you go on vacation. There's a lot of cannabis retail stores springing up all over Southern Maine, so you find those in Lebanon as well. So here you are, typical neighborhood in Lebanon. You're like, hey, where are the houses? Well, they're coming up. I'm going to pan the camera left and right. Guys, if you're liking this video, please, you know, give it a like for us. You know, and like I said, feel free to post comments. You know, if these houses in this neighborhood, you know, They're new houses, older houses, cute little tiny houses like this one up here on the right, and newer homes like the one on the left here, big, well, fairly big, a lot of owner pride there, big lawn. Guy built himself a rock wall. Look at this place coming up on the right. Guy built himself a cape with a 2-car garage and then built a 3-car carriage house. So, I'd be careful about spending that kind of money in Lebanon because it can be, depending if you go too crazy, it might be hard to get your money back out of your house when you go to sell it. But yeah, so older homes, newer homes, and lots of space between houses, and that's part of the reason people come to Lebanon. They want their space, and they don't want to pay tons of taxes, and but what I recommend, if you're going to consider real estate in Lebanon, do the same thing that I recommend you do in any neighborhood you're going to move to. Knock on the doors of some of the neighbors, introduce yourself, tell them you're thinking about buying this property down here, and ask them what they think about the neighborhood. Is the road busy? And almost immediately these people start talking and telling you everything about the town, the neighborhood, what it's like, how long they've lived there. And I find that they tend to be very friendly. And down here on the left is the fire department, right there. And that's a good representative of a Lebanon neighborhood. Let's talk about Google Maps here for a second, just to give you an idea of where Lebanon is in relationship to the rest of Maine. So this is the southern tip of Maine here. You can see Lebanon. You're going to be a good probably 35 minutes to the beach, 40 minutes, 45, depending on where you are in Lebanon. To get to the airport, Boston, especially if you're flying out in the wintertime, you're going to want to fly out of Boston because Portland can be a little bit risky when it comes to weather and missing flights because of inclement, storms and stuff like that. So about an hour and 45 minutes to get to Boston to Lebanon. And now if you're trying to get to Lebanon, you want to check out some real estate, you're going to shoot up 95, and then you're going to, in Portsmouth, you're going to take 16 over to, where's 16? Right there. You're going to take that up to Lebanon. And if you're coming from the north, you're going to get off into the Sanford Biddeford exit here and take 111 right into Lebanon. And you're shopping if you're in Lebanon on a regular basis, because you drive everywhere in Lebanon, and pretty much it's a bedroom community to Rochester and Sanford. Rochester, New Hampshire, probably where you're going to do most of your shopping. There's a big box store there. Or Sanford, it's got the big box stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. They both do. Both great cities next to Lebanon. Makes it very convenient because really there's not a lot in Lebanon. It's just beautiful, beautiful, land. Lots of privacy. I cruised down 202 right along here, went by the Motorsports, Dollar General, right, post office, right in this area, and then I shot up this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a drone in the downtown area, but then I'm also going to shoot up to Fernald Shore over here. I'm going to fly around this way, this area, and show you what it looks like there. All right, guys, here we go up in the drone. I went back down to the major intersection in Lebanon, right? Dunkin' Donuts on the left there, just about 1,000 feet up there on the left. And shooting up 202 all the way to Sanford. That's what you're looking at right there. That's the state highway to get there. And off to the left there, that's Mount Hope. And if you kept going, over to the right, you'd hit the ocean. So just want to cruise up to 400 feet, maximum altitude there with the drone to give you a good bird's eye view of the area. So as we pan to the right here, we're going to see North Berwick over in the distance. Yeah, so just lots of forest, guys. Lebanon is, a place to get some privacy. And there's the other end of 202. We're heading over into Rochester, New Hampshire. So that's, probably where you're going to do a lot of your shopping, as I said, if you live in Lebanon. And then if we shoot up this way and over to the left, there's the Milton Three Ponds. And what I'll do is I'll get the drone out and fly there as well. Right, I had to get permission from the owner of the property to come out here and do some filming because Fernald Shores is privately owned, but it's open 7 days a week from like 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. You pay $6-7 per carload, and then a few dollars per additional person other than the driver. And you get to hang out here all day long. So this is a popular local spot, you know, for people in Lebanon and surrounding towns. Love to come here. Water's really clean, sandy beach, gradual for the kids to walk out and feel safe, parents to safely watch. Picnic tables are right next to the water. And I'll fly the drone in that Pine Needle area in just a moment. I just want to give you your bearings. I'm going to fly up really high here in just a second. Some more picnic tables on the other side. They actually own a lot more land than I showed there, where you can walk around. Yep, and there's the pond off to the right there. You can see it's huge. And we're looking out towards, Sanford there. And as we pan to the left, we're going to hit Shapley and Acton, and then eventually make our way, back to New Hampshire. And so it gives you a good idea of really what it looks like. And so this lake, these Milton 3 ponds are shared with New Hampshire and Maine, specifically Lebanon, Maine. All right. Now I'm going to do is I took the drone in here. I had to be really careful because I'm not the greatest pilot in the world, guys. I'll be completely honest with you. But, just trying to fly around and give you an idea of what it looks like. That standing water is gone. That's just from the flooding. This whole area flooded. Recently, we've had a lot of heavy, heavy rains here in Maine in the last couple of weeks. So hopefully it will start to dry up. So I'm just kind of trying to give you an idea of what it looks like. So you just drive in, pay your money, and park your car next to your picnic table, unload, get the family ready, get the fishing pole out. You know, if there's a bog next door, get the net out and catch some frogs and spend the day at Fernald Shores. Now let's talk about real estate for a minute. So here we are, there's Lebanon, and I selected sold properties in Zillow. And so there's North Berwick, Sanford, Acton. These are the towns that are around Lebanon, and then there's the New Hampshire border. Lebanon's the westernmost town in Maine. There's 202, right? And that's where most of the businesses were that I drove past. Okay, so home prices ranging, anywhere from 240 all the way up to, what do we got here? 400,000, 525,000. So, really runs the gamut, and some big, beautiful homes you can get a really good value on in Lebanon, and some affordable homes, So, like I said, shopping when you're in Lebanon, you're going to go to Rochester or you're going to go to Sanford. There's great shopping. It's convenient. It's close. And if you want to get to the beach, you're at the beach, and, depending on where you are in Lebanon, you could be at the beach in 35 minutes. Maybe a little quicker, maybe a little longer, depending on, where you live. So that gives you a good idea for real estate. If you want to check out a home or something like that, feel free to contact Margaret or I. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. And remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or our favorite, schedule a Zoom. And until next time, we hope to show you around town.